Camera action.
Good morning, Miss Kayla. My name is Benches Manakil, and this will be your interviewer. Miss Ransel Kate Pilas and Miss Charity Sai.
Hi, good morning. Thank you for coming to our interview. Um, um,
Pause.
um, to start off, the purpose of this interview will be used for our research regarding the Halley fever. You know about that, right? Question number one. Do you understand the term Halley fever?
Yes, the term Hallyu fever is all about the influence of the K-pop culture to other culture.
Okay. And Cosmo. When did you start liking K-pop?
I first discovered K-pop when I was in elementary, specifically when I was in grade 2, when I watched the Boys Over Flowers. That's when it all started.
Um, if ever there's a time when you got bored with Korean pop and you shift from another fandom, what are you interested about in Korean pop culture?
Um, I like their taste in music,
Yes.
their Korean beauty, and their sense in fashion.
Um, can you rate the your most like about them? The three that you mentioned can you rate them according to the most to the least
Um,
that you like?
their music, their Korean beauty, and lastly, their taste in fashion.
What about their music that you like? That you most like?
Um, I think the music of the Koreans are very something teenagers can really relate to it. It's very catchy, and the meaning of their songs is very relatable, especially to millennials.
How about the fashion?
Um, their taste in fashion is all about comfort. I mean, you cannot just wear clothes to show off. It's all about wearing clothes where you are comfortable. So I think that's the reason why I like their taste in fashion.
And also about their Korean beauty.
Um, Koreans are very known to have very good skin.
Yes, that's right.
They're very famous when it comes to their beauty products. So that's why I like them.
The did you I started liking K-pop since grade 2, right? How come you like the Korean pop?
As I said earlier, Korean pops are the Korean culture
Korean
is
pop culture.
the Korean pop culture is something every millennials can relate to it. It's their songs are very catchy. Their Korean dramas are very relatable. That there are situations that you can really apply to real life, and also their beauty products and taste in fashions are very good.
Who helped you to discover Korean pop? You yourself.
Yes, myself only.
Um, when is the time that Korean pop culture is comes to your mind? Um, let me repeat my question. When um, uh, how supportive are your parents when it comes to you idolizing Korean pop culture, Korean pop idols?
My parents are very supportive when it comes to me idolizing the K-pop culture because they're not just ordinary people, as I said. They're very famous worldwide. They have a lot of fans worldwide, and they have a good influence also to me. They are a good influence.
Okay. How can you say that Korean pop is famous?
Worldwide. I guess them having world concert worldwide, international fans, their influence also to to beauty products, their influence to fashion, and you can hear their music everywhere. So that's why I think they're very famous worldwide.
Another question. You're you have supportive parents, right? How much does they give you comes your allowance? How much is your allowance every day?
Um, I have a 180 pesos allowance every day. But when it comes to me purchasing some K-pop products, they doesn't give me money because I think since it's me who wanted to buy that certain thing, it's also my responsibility to save money in order for me to buy the things that I want.
Okay. In that allowance that your parents give you, how much do you save? From 180, how much is for the Korean pop items, merchandise?
I think 30% of my allowance is saved for the thing for my is saved for my wants. Yeah, 30% of my allowance.
How much do you save for your personal needs for your lunch, for your recess, for the food?
Since 30% is already allotted for my wants, the rest of my allowance, 70% is allotted for my needs.
Sometimes, if you want something that is already limited edition, but it's expensive that you can afford, but you can save from your daily that 180. You can save from 2 days, 360, right? That the price of the
What's it cost?
I'm sorry for that. Let me rephrase my question. If there's certain product or merch that you want to purchase that you can buy by saving 2 days of your allowance, are you willing to sacrifice the 70% of your allowance for that?
Well, I guess if it's a limited edition and it's something that I always wanted to buy since I guess I'm willing to sacrifice the 70% of my allowance in order to buy that. But if it's not really limited, then I guess I can save it for a longer period of time.
Okay, next question.
As Lyceum students, how do you manage your daily activities?
I guess I need it's just knowing your priorities. It's knowing what should come first. It's either you as a student or you as a fangirl to the K-pop idols.
At the same time, keep up with the latest Korean pop trends.
Yes, I guess it's as I said, it's all about knowing your priorities. I think your study should always comes first rather than fangirling to the K-pop idols. When it comes to keeping up with the latest trends, even though I'm a student, I always make sure that I'm updated to what is happening in the K-pop culture. It's because also it's very accessible since their internet and you can get the latest news from the internet.
And how did you balance them? Thank you.
It's all about, again, knowing your priorities, managing your time and knowing your priorities.
Thank you.
Can you give us a scenario how you balance that? If you're doing something and there's
When there is an exam that I should take, I try to turn off my phone in order for me to focus on study. Because when I have my phone with me when studying, I get to distract myself and I forgot that I should study rather than keeping up with the latest news and the K-pop.
okay. This is a different question. What are the effects of high fever to your personality and behavior? It's another set of questions.
I guess the impact of the Hallyu fever to me is that they change my perspective in life. They change the way I see the other culture because K-pop culture is an opening door for the other culture to embrace and respect the other culture. So yeah.
In the personality and behavior. In this part of question, how do you greet people? How do you greet people, or how do you see? Kamusta? Instead of answering my question, my previous question, can you just expand your answer?
It changed the way how I see other people, the way I judge other people, especially when they are wearing something that is not appropriate to our culture. It changed the way how I see them. It changed the way how I see other culture, the way I greet and embrace the other culture, and the way how I appreciate other cultures' music.
How does Korean pop culture change your perspectives in life?
As I said, it changed the way how I see other culture. That instead of embracing just my own culture, I learned how to embrace the culture of others. I learned to understand the culture of others, their music, their taste in fashion, and other things.
Another question?
What did you love about the Korean pop culture?
What you love about them? Their food, their
Well, aside from their music, their skincare product, and their taste in fashion, I also love their K-dramas. It's very relatable. Also, their food, the Korean cuisines are very good, and it's something that I know that other culture will love to taste.
You don't like them? You don't like. What Korean dish do you like the most?
It's hard to answer that question because there are a lot of Korean dish that I love, but I guess it's their samgyeopsal and their ramen.
Um, what Korean drama do you love the
as you
most?
mentioned earlier. Just
I think it's the Doctor Crush because that K-drama inspired me to become a doctor. It's not just about the drama, the Doctor Crush. It's not just about two people falling in love with each other, but also it's about two people who are in love with each other, also trying to save the life of other people.
What is your future plans, Amira?
I want to be a doctor. As I said, the K-drama
Inspired.
inspired me to become a doctor.
Another question. What aspects of Korean pop culture did you adopt and affect our Filipino culture in the process? Affect the Filipino culture.
I guess it's their music. As I said, the music of the Koreans are very
Catchy.
catchy, and it's something that every millennials can relate with. Whether you're broken, you're happy, you're sad, or whatever you're feeling, there are really specific music, song that you can relate with.
Do you see yourself embracing the Korean pop culture rather than embracing your own culture?
Even though I'm a big fan of the Korean pop culture, I guess it's more important to love and embrace your own culture rather than embracing the culture of others. Though it's important also to respect and accept the culture of other countries. But I guess it's it's more on you embracing your own culture, supporting your own culture rather than it's there's nothing wrong when you try to embrace other culture. When you try to embrace and love other culture because it also shows that you're open to other culture. But it's more on accepting your own culture. It's more on supporting your own culture, embracing your own culture.
Okay. Based on your experience, what are the changes that you have observed because of the Hallyu fever?
Um,
What are the changes that you have observed because of the Hallyu fever?
there are a lot of changes that happened since Hallyu fever exists. Most of, not most, but a lot of millennials are, since a lot of millennials are a big fan of the Hallyu fever, um, the changes in the way they dress, the way they accept other culture, their taste in music, their taste in fashion, the things that they watch on TV. Their Korean beauties. It's all about the impact. It's all because it's all because of the impact of the Hallyu fever to them.
Lastly, what Korean group do you admire the most?
It's Blackpink. It's a girl group composed of 4 members. They recently have their concert here in Manila.
Are you team bahay or team concert?
Bahay.
What about actresses or actors of Korean drama do you love most? Who? Who are they?
it's the main characters of the K-drama Doctors. It's Park Shin-hye and Kim Rae-woon.
Okay. That's all.
Thank you for accepting this interview.
Thank you for your time, cooperation, in order to make this interview possible. This will be benefit a lot in our study. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Woo!